Someone has screenshotted your life and is planning to use it against you. Archangel Michael says, there is something brewing in silence, and it's not a whisper of grace. It's a storm forged behind the glow of a screen, crafted with the coldness of envy and betrayal. What you thought was buried, forgotten, or invisible, is now in someone else's hands. Behind your back, someone has been watching, closely, obsessively, with an unsettling intention. They have captured moments of your life, taken screenshots not just of images but of truths, emotions, and vulnerabilities. They didn't do it for admiration. They did it for control. Their plan is simple: to wait. Wait until the right moment. Wait until you are rising so high that a little shove might seem like destiny pulling you back. But no, this isn't destiny. This is manipulation. What they've kept hidden, they now wish to reveal in pieces, but twisted and coated in lies. They are preparing to expose only what benefits their illusion. You know the truth, but they want others to see something different. Archangel Michael says, you must not panic. The heavens are watching this unfold, and although the enemy thinks they're in control, they've already walked into a divine trap. What they captured to use against you will be turned into evidence of your resilience. You once trusted this person. You allowed them near your heart, your mind, even your personal space. They saw you at your most tired, your most human. And instead of respecting you, they began collecting fragments of your life like trophies. Their screenshots aren't just digital. They've memorized your expressions, stored your emotions in their memory, and have created stories around what they think they understand. But they never knew your spirit, and they underestimated your protection. In the next few days, you may feel waves of uneasiness. That's not your intuition misfiring, it's your divine shield sensing friction. Do not respond in anger. Do not strike back. Instead, remain still and centered, for a bigger reveal is about to happen, not about you, but about them. They wanted to paint you as reckless. They forgot you redeemed. They wanted to show your past. They didn't realize your future is what people will celebrate. Their timing is failing. Their courage is cracking. Archangel Michael says, heaven has stored every time you were wrongfully judged, every time you were laughed at, every time you were whispered about. These moments weren't ignored, they were documented in light, not darkness. Now the screenshots they carry will no longer be weapons. They will become warnings to others. Never try to play God in someone else's life. You don't own the narrative. The divine does. Their intentions will soon be made public, not by your words but by their own missteps. You won't have to defend yourself. They will expose their own malice by overreaching. They are already starting to lose control. The longer they wait to release their version of your story, the more people they must lie to. And lies have a short breath. They collapse before they reach the finish line. Do not be afraid of what someone tries to show. You are not the same person you once were. Growth has changed your colors. Light has changed your voice. Peace has changed your power. Even if they show a part of your past, people will see a transformed soul. Their proof will only prove that you survived and evolved. What was meant to shame you will serve as testimony to your rise. The screenshots are nothing more than still frames from a movie that isn't finished yet. And the ending is glorious, powerful, untouchable. They captured a scene. But God owns the full script. Archangel Michael says, there's a meeting in the spiritual realm now. Forces are gathering, angels are lining up, and protection is being layered around your name. Your reputation will not be destroyed. It will be elevated. This person thought they could break you with a screen capture. But they didn't realize, you were born of divine light, not pixels. You cannot be reduced to one moment. You are a movement. They'll soon realize they're carrying fire in their hands. Fire meant to burn you, but instead it's going to turn on them. They won't be able to hold it. Their hands will tremble. Their guilt will scream louder than their threats. There is a voice coming to defend you. Someone unexpected will speak truth, and their voice will carry weight. The person holding your screenshots will wish they had deleted them instead of saving them for revenge. Let them plan. Let them wait. Let them whisper. Because when they act, heaven will roar. What they saved on their phone is nothing compared to what heaven is saving for you. Wealth, honor, and influence are circling your name. They can't stop it. The same hands that tried to expose you will soon be empty, because their plan will fall through like sand. And they'll be left explaining why they tried to hurt someone who did nothing but glow. People will start seeing through them. Not because you told anyone, but because something about their energy will shift. Their smiles will look forced. Their presence will feel off. Soon, someone will confront them, ask questions, press them to explain, and their lies will unravel like threads. They won't even be able to defend their own story. They wanted power over your image, but the truth is, they've given you more visibility than you ever had before. What they meant for harm will end up increasing your audience. Archangel Michael says, do not chase revenge. The divine court has already filed the case, and the verdict is being written in your favor. The screenshots they've hoarded are like brittle leaves, and one wind from God can scatter them out of reach. Nothing will stick. Nothing will stain. Instead of crumbling, you will shine brighter. Those who believe the false story will soon regret their silence. They'll return, quietly, ashamed, and seeking your light once more. Forgive, but never forget who they showed themselves to be. Keep your peace, but never give them access to your inner temple again. This time, the gates stay shut. A moment is coming where all eyes will turn to you, not because of scandal, but because of strength. You stood still while being targeted, and yet your crown never slipped. They said, let's destroy this person. God replied, let's promote them publicly. Your name is about to rise above noise, above gossip, above screenshots. No one can stop what is ordained. No one can cancel what is sealed in glory. Let the enemy watch. Let them keep scrolling. But your destiny cannot be paused, muted, or blocked. Heaven saw everything, and heaven is moving. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, there's a sacred silence before vindication, and you're in that moment now. The ones who laughed behind your back, who took pieces of you without your consent, who crafted a false story from digital traces, they are about to be overwhelmed by truth. Not your truth alone, but divine truth. The spiritual realm has already sent messengers ahead of you. They're whispering into the ears of people you haven't even met yet. These people will speak your name in places of power. And your name will carry the weight of dignity, not drama. There's something they didn't factor in: your resilience, your endurance, your divine backing. They thought you were fragile, but fragile things don't carry divine assignments. You are a vessel of strength disguised in silence. Even now, they're refreshing their messages, editing their screenshots, wondering if it's too late to pull back. Deep down, they know. They feel it. They sense something is about to backfire in ways they cannot control. You will hear murmurs soon. A friend will call, a stranger will message, a random post will hint at what they're doing. Don't panic. Don't rush to defend. Let the process unfold. Because the divine response is always bigger than your personal reaction. Archangel Michael says, "You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be powerful through your imperfections." That's what they failed to understand when they started collecting receipts. They thought flaws meant weakness. But heaven sees flaws as fuel. Even if the world saw the screenshots, they wouldn't recognize the you from back then. You've changed. You've healed. You've become sacred fire, uncontainable, untouchable, unstoppable. They want to go viral with your life. But what they don't realize is, you're already going viral in the heavens. Your name is echoing through realms where angels speak your purpose aloud. No gossip can reach where God is lifting you. They want to shame you with fragments. But the full story, the real journey, has miracles and mercy written all over it. That's what they can't erase. They stalk your pages. They read your old captions. They misinterpret your smiles. Because they are trying to find a weakness where there is now only wisdom. You are not angry. You are aware. You are not bitter. You are bold. You are not broken. You are battle-tested. And no screenshot can hold that truth. Archangel Michael says, the time is drawing close. You will start to notice their energy shifting. They'll try to act normal, pretend they're innocent. But divine justice makes people nervous when they've built their power on deception. This person's plan has a flaw. They forgot God was watching when they clicked save. And now, what was saved on earth will be burned in heaven. Your name will not be ruined. It will be remembered. Your character will not be questioned. It will be confirmed. Your destiny will not be delayed. It will be delivered, on above expectation, and in full. And here's something else you didn't expect. Someone from their side will turn. Someone who knows the truth will step out and speak for you. Their voice will pierce through the darkness and remind others of your light. They've been screenshotting your life. But you've been silently building a legacy. And very soon, your legacy will outshine their lies. They won't be able to keep up with your favor. They'll try to smear you, and others will say, "But I know this person." That's not who they are now. Your growth is your defense. Your peace is your proof. And your success will be your loudest clapback. Their hands are full of your past. But your hands are open to your future. One by one, their plans will fall. One by one, their words will lose power. One by one, they will witness how protected you truly are. They thought the image would destroy you. But they didn't realize, what they captured was a chapter, not the whole book. And the next chapter? It's about elevation. It's about restoration. It's about walking into rooms with your head high while they lower theirs in regret. Let them talk. Let them post. Let them whisper. Your silence will carry thunder. Your grace will cause confusion. Your favor will be louder than their slander. Because what's written by heaven cannot be deleted by humans. And what's coming for you is too big to be stopped by screenshots. So breathe. Stand tall. And remember, Archangel Michael says your name is written on the scroll of victory, not shame. Their screenshots will turn into reminders of how far you've come. And every person they try to sway against you will come running back with apologies when truth prevails. This is your season of rising. Let no click of a button, no edit of a photo, no twist of a moment stop you. You were born for this level of battle. Because you were chosen for this level of blessing. What they saved will no longer hurt you. It will announce your arrival. Final note from the divine realm. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, do not be surprised when your peace starts to irritate them more than your past ever did. They expected you to tremble. They wanted you to fall apart, react, beg, or plead. But your calmness is louder than their exposure. You are not hiding, you are healing. You are not scared, you are covered. And above all, you are not finished. Your greatest moments haven't even started yet. Let them study your screenshots like sacred scrolls, thinking they've uncovered secrets. In truth, all they've done is expose their obsession. The more they try to drag your name, the deeper they dig their own. Every person who tries to use your past to discredit your present will soon choke on their own curiosity. Because they forgot the one thing that overrides evidence: transformation. Screenshots show an image, but they cannot hold a timeline. They can't measure how much you've grown since then. They can't reflect your soul, your newness, or the spiritual fire that now surrounds you. And here's the irony: they'll soon need the very person they tried to destroy. Doors will begin to close for them. Faces will turn. The fake support they relied on will vanish. Because people will start to ask, why are you so obsessed with them? And they won't have an answer. Archangel Michael says, this attack was never really about the screenshots. It was about trying to control the story. But the pen was never in their hand. It has always belonged to the divine. What they saw as ammunition, heaven sees as an outdated file. You've outgrown that data. You've become a new version that no screenshot can capture. You are not frozen in time. You are fluid, growing, glowing, and moving in alignment with destiny. The one who's trying to damage your image will soon watch your image be honored publicly. Your name will be spoken in honor. And people will celebrate you for surviving what others tried to weaponize. Let them expose. Let them exaggerate. Because the higher you rise, the clearer their intentions become. You won't even need to speak. Your elevation will say everything. Their screenshots will become their chains. Every post, every message, every sneaky share, they'll carry the evidence of their envy. And soon, someone close to them will say, stop. This doesn't feel right. That's the crack. That's the shift. The beginning of their collapse. They think they're in control. But truth has a way of showing up, even when hidden in silence. You are protected by things unseen. You are shielded by forces beyond their understanding. And you are rising under the very pressure they tried to use against you. Archangel Michael says, some of the screenshots they have are real, but the meaning they've attached to them is distorted. That's what lies do. they dress themselves up in half-truths and pretend to be whole. But people are smarter than they think. The ones who know you will stay. The ones who matter will see through it. And the ones who fall away were never meant to walk with your future anyway. Your past was preparation. Your present is transformation. And your future is confirmation that you were never what they claimed. Let them scroll. Let them share. Let them smear. You will not be touched. You will not be moved. And you will not be broken. They may have saved screenshots. But heaven saved your destiny. Soon, what's meant for you will arrive so boldly, so brightly, that every lie spoken against you will fade in comparison. Your light will drown out their noise. And their fear will grow, not because you fought back, but because you didn't have to. You simply became untouchable. Archangel Michael says, this isn't just a test. It's a shift, a breaking of old patterns, a cleansing of old connections. And soon, the only thing that will follow you is favor. Expect unexpected invitations, new alliances, open doors in places your name was once doubted. This is how heaven moves, strategically, supernaturally, silently. Then suddenly, their attempt to bring you shame will bring you spotlight. Their effort to humiliate will create your breakthrough. Because God wastes no attack. Every dart thrown becomes a direction. Every insult becomes insight. Every betrayal becomes blueprint. You were never meant to hide. You were always meant to rise. Let them talk. Let them expose. Let them act. But know this, while they screenshot your past, heaven is downloading your blessings. And the size of what's coming will silence everything they said. Archangel Michael says, walk boldly now. You own no explanations. You carry no shame. Your power isn't in your defense, it's in your destiny. What they tried to use as a weapon will become your witness. What they thought would ruin you will refine you. And what they wanted to steal, God will multiply. Let the screenshots come. Because soon, people will be screenshotting your success. They'll capture your speeches, your awards, your influence, your healed face, your anointed voice. They'll say, I remember when they tried to destroy you. And you'll simply smile. Because you remember who lifted you. And in that moment, they'll know, no one can edit what heaven already authored. You are walking into divine clarity. You are stepping into protection so thick, not even digital shadows can penetrate it. There. Screenshots are fading, but your purpose is permanent. Archangel Michael says, you are surrounded by light, encircled by angels, hidden from harm, and chosen beyond every lie. They saw you as a target, but God sees you as a testimony, and very soon, the world will see it too. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, you must understand that their obsession with your life isn't random. It's spiritual. It's rooted in fear, jealousy, and a deep awareness that you are carrying something they could never possess. They don't want your past, they want your potential, but they can't have it. There is something radiant about your presence that unsettles those living in darkness. They cling to fragments of your history, not because it condemns you, but because it comforts their insecurity. They replay your old words, zoom in on moments, and try to capture your truth through a broken lens. But the truth is, no screenshot can ever reveal the full light of someone who has divine fire inside them. It can only reflect shadows. And shadows can never stand where there is consistent, unstoppable light. They wanted control. But the more they plot, the more chaotic their own lives become. They can't sleep the same. They check constantly, your social media, your messages, your presence, because deep down they know they've touched something sacred. Archangel Michael says, "You are not just any soul. You carry legacy, purpose, a name backed by divine contracts. That is why your trials are public, because your testimony will be global. Do not grieve the exposure. It's not punishment. It's positioning. God is allowing your past to surface, not to shame you, but to shame the devil. Because what rises next will silence the room. They saw your weakness, but they missed your warrior heart. They saved the image, but they lost sight of the fact that grace rewrote your story. Let them stare. Let them scroll. Let them collect. They are gathering ashes. But God is about to crown you with beauty. Archangel Michael says, "You are stepping into a season where even those who believe the lie will come to honor the truth. And the truth is, you were never what they said you were. You were tired, not toxic. You were hurting, not hateful. You were learning, not lost. And now, you are no longer reachable by their tactics. Because what once triggered you no longer has access. They will try to drag you back into conversations you've outgrown. But you must rise higher. Speak less. Shine more. Heaven has already spoken. Their evidence is incomplete. Their knowledge is limited. And their vision is blurred by ego. You, however, are walking with clarity, strength, serenity. They don't know it yet, but every time they mention your name in mockery, your name is echoing in greater places in majesty. There is a person of influence watching your life now, quietly, discerning, and this person holds a key. What the enemy tried to ruin is becoming your invitation into purpose. Archangel Michael says, their screenshots will never match your spirit. Because screenshots capture the outside, but heaven documents the heart. And your heart, despite it all, remains soft, kind, forgiving. That's why you're being chosen again, elevated again, favored again. Not because you're perfect, but because you're purified by fire. Let them hold on to your history while heaven opens your future. Very soon, the same person who laughed at your pain will need your peace. The same voice that tried to shout over your truth will become silent in awe of your victory. And while they look back, you'll keep walking forward. Eyes up, shoulders back. No fear. Because you're about to walk into something so magnificent that your enemies will either flee or freeze. What once embarrassed you will now empower you. What they tried to show the world will only prove your strength. And what you thought would break you will now bless you in public. Archangel Michael says, keep going. Don't look back. Don't explain. Don't chase. Because what's in front of you is so much greater than what they're trying to dig up behind you. Their evidence is outdated. But your purpose is evergreen. And heaven has already ruled. You win. You win not by fighting back. You win not by defending every lie. You win by living in such undeniable truth and favor that the lie collapses under the weight of your reality. They want others to see the version of you they captured. But God wants the world to witness the version He created. The contrast will be staggering, because you'll rise with grace they can't comprehend. You'll walk in rooms where their screenshots don't matter. You'll be embraced by those who never needed the story, only the soul. You'll be honored by the same world they tried to poison against you. And that, dear one, is justice. That is what divine elevation looks like. They framed your life in static images, but your life is a divine motion picture still unfolding. And you are the star, not the scandal. You are the miracle, not the mistake. You are the light, not the lesson. So let them whisper, save, and send. You are already being seen, truly seen, by those that matter most. You are already being remembered, not for what you went through, but for who you became through it. You are already rising, and they can't stop it now, even with every screenshot in the world. Their grip is loosening, their plan is unraveling, and you? You're just getting starting. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, when the heavens prepare to lift someone higher, the enemy becomes desperate. That desperation looks like obsession. It looks like holding onto every piece of your past like it's gold, even though it's already been washed clean. The person watching you is trembling inside, no matter how confident they pretend to be. They stare at what they've saved, hoping it can somehow control your future. But their plans have expired. Their power over you has been revoked. They wanted you to feel small. But what's happening now is the opposite. You're growing so fast in spiritual stature that their screens can't even capture the full picture anymore. You're stepping into a new dimension of favor, one they can't reach or replicate. Archangel Michael says, do not fear what they possess. What they hold is nothing compared to what heaven is about to release. They hold pixels, but heaven holds promises. You may feel the tension rising around you. That's the signal that your breakthrough is drawing near. The pressure is the proof. It means you're close to a moment so big, even your enemies won't be able to deny it. They wanted to control your image. But God is about to give you an identity that no slander can distort. Your name is being prepared for honor, for invitations, for rooms where your past isn't even mentioned, because your presence alone commands respect. You won't have to defend yourself. Your blessings will speak. Your rise will speak. Your light will speak. They're busy studying your old chapters, but they're missing the headline, you are becoming unstoppable. The screenshots they saved will soon become their regret, because when people try to ruin someone chosen by God, the destruction turns inward. It always does. Their pride will consume them. Their bitterness will betray them. And you'll still be rising. You'll still be shining. You'll still be chosen. Archangel Michael says, you are about to be so visible in success that every lie spoken about you will dissolve into background noise. Your truth is louder. Your healing is brighter. And your peace is proof that their plans failed. They were hoping you'd beg for mercy. Instead, you walked away with dignity. They were counting on your silence being weakness, but it turned out to be your greatest weapon. In the silence, God worked. In the silence, angels moved. In the silence, your name was lifted and sealed in glory. And now? Now it's time for your name to be restored. Your reputation is undergoing divine refinement. Those who judged you prematurely will ask for your guidance. Those who mocked you will need your mercy. And those who tried to use your past against you will wish they had known the full story. Because the full story is miraculous. It's sacred. It's not something you can capture in a screenshot. Archangel Michael says, this attack is coming to its end. Not with an explosion, but with an echo. A quiet collapse of the one who tried to damage you. They will retreat in silence. They will distance themselves quietly. And you won't need to say a word. Because your next level will be your loudest response. The person who tried to use your story will soon need your grace. And you'll have it ready, not because they deserve it, but because you've grown too much to return to their level. You were born for impact, not revenge. You were born to shine, not explain. Let them carry the burden of their own bitterness. Let them hold the weight of their own lies. You walk light. You walk blessed. You walk free. Archangel Michael says, you have entered a divine turning point. You'll feel it in your conversations, in your sleep, in the way people begin to treat you differently. That's the shift. That's the transition from being misunderstood to being revered. They had their chance to walk with you, but they chose to watch you through a screen instead. They chose to gossip instead of grow. And now, the window is closed. Let the screenshots stay in their folder. They no longer hold power. The world is about to meet the version of you that heaven has been preparing all along. The version no lie can touch. No rumor can stain. No betrayal can reach. Your spiritual armor is on. Your divine assignment is unfolding. And nothing, they show will cancel what's already been commanded. So breathe. Walk tall. Know that everything they try to hold over your head will soon fall beneath your feet. They try to reduce you to pixels. But you are a prophecy in motion. And no one can pause what heaven has pressed play on. Let them sit with their screenshots. While you step into your spotlight, this is your moment. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.